さて、続きからなのだ。しかし顔も見たくないって言われちゃったのだ。
そりゃ今は怒ってるしな。
じゃあ僕から店に行ってあげるのだ。
あなたはまず反省することを覚えた方がいいな。
でも僕は知ってるのだ。レイがアニーを好きなことをなのだ。
そりゃ友人だから好きでしょ。
ラブの方で好きなのだ。
冗談じゃなくて。
前回長くなるから省いたけど、レベル3の部屋の守衛の横を通ってダクトに入ると、レイが使ってる待機室に行けて、そこでラブレターを見えるのだ。それにダクト内でもジョンとレイの会話からアニーが好きだってわかる会話が聞けるのだ。だから心から嫌ってるわけじゃないのだ。
だからって今はグイグイ言っていいわけじゃないでしょ。
まあジョンの目もあるしなのだ。それじゃあ今はやるべきことをやるのだ。さて、結局施設はこうなっちゃったのだ。
想像以上にひどい状況だったわ。そりゃ現場調整官も避難させられるわな。
では気をつけながら進むのだ。
何かを探してるような動きだね。
こっちに気づいてないし、視覚はなさそうなのだ。ただ音には反応する手もあるから、ここは静かに進むのだ。ここまで来たら女性室の扉を閉めるのだ。
お、扉を閉めることでこの触手を切断したのか。
これで少しは安全になったのだ。でもまだ完全には安全じゃないのだ。
まあ赤バケツをどうにかしたわけじゃないからね。
でも赤バケツ自体は放っておいても問題ないのだ。
あら、そうなのね。
さて、ここはしゃがんでてもなぜかバレるのだ。
こいつは資格があるってこと？
どうなんだろうねなのだ。まああそこは手に注意しつつ突っ切れば大丈夫なのだ。
意外と抜けれるんだね。
割とガバガバなのだ。さてと、こっちの扉も閉めればもう大丈夫なのだ。
へ、ここを閉めればもう安全なのか。
それでは切断なのだ。触手は残ってるけど、これでもう襲ってこないのだ。
これが残るのもあんまりいい気はしないけどね。
誰か掃除しておいてくれなのだ。さてと、安全にもなったし、次は本来の目的である現場調整官のオフィスに行きますかなのだ。
そっか、オフィスに行くのが目的だったって。
以前はここに監視カメラと守衛がいたけど、今回はみんな逃げたからもうこそこそしなくていいのだ。
守衛も一緒に逃げちゃったのか。
そしてここが現場調整官のオフィスになるのだ。ちゃんとは読まないけど、ホワイトボードになぜかアニー一家のことが書かれてるのだ。
アニーたちに何かあるの？
そしてここの最後に複製部門、トンネル、電波塔って書いてあるんだけど、これは覚えててほしいのだ。
何かあるのか。
まあすぐにわかるのだ。さて、ここではパソコンを操作するのだ。
Director's Journal 2473. Testing on our primary objective, designated number SCP-R-9237, also known as the House, carries on, but to no avail. The replica and its tester, Subordinate 3546, have not yet forged a link potent enough to bridge the gap between realities on a stable basis. Subordinate 3546 is, as of yet, unaware of her link to both the House and the events that transpired within. She is, however, beginning to demonstrate temporal reflexive memory relapse. This was expected, given her familial connection to the location. Luckily, she cannot form coherent memories as of yet. The amnestics are, at this point, still successful enough in their suppression, but it's only a matter of time before her recollection breaks through. Meanwhile, our attempts at retrieving the original house are unsuccessful, and, on a personal note, are becoming increasingly frustrating. Subordinate 3546's father was able to cross the threshold and enter the house, but his method of ingress remains unclear. It's obvious the house needs to be recorded with the handheld camera from the radio tower, but the combination of steps needed to transfer the house into our reality continues to elude us. It is becoming apparent that D-Class 3546 will have to be involved directly at the location. However, this is a last resort, which implies relinquishing our control of the situation. I am determined to avoid such drastic measures for as long as possible. Case log ended.
突然録音されてた音声が再生されたけど、パソコンを操作したことでビデオカメラが手に入ったのだ。じゃあ早速使うのだ。
前回バスルームで見た穴だね。
今回も奥に行ってみるのだ。
しかし例の家とアニーにつながりがありそうなことを言ってたね。
どうやらここの人たちはオリジナルの家を改修したかったようなのだ。そのためにつながりを持ってるアニーを利用していたのだ。
そうなるとテスターは誰でもよかったわけじゃなかったんだ。でもお父さんはそのオリジナルの方に行けたようだね。
もしかしたらそこに何か手がかりがあるかもしれないのだ。
Dad, wait!
父さんがいたのだ。
I know this place.
父さんに乗れたのだ。
絶対間に合ってたよな。
まあ本物じゃなさそうだったのだ。
そしてまたビデオテープがあったんだ。
じゃあ早速ここで見てみますかなのだ。
Hello, Annie. I find it odd recording something for a future you. Although you're still inside, I feel like you're right here with me and have been forever. Already you've taught me more than you'll ever know. My sweet baby girl, you have no idea just how special you are. But I do. And that's all that matters. I am recording this now, so you...
Is it that hard to set the dials correctly, you ignorant dimwit? I can literally see the house through the camera. It's right there. Why won't it go through?
最後の映像は電波塔かな。
あれもヒントみたいなものなのだ。それじゃあ戻りますかなのだ。
一瞬で帰ってこれた。
帰りは楽でいいのだ。
Where were you? You've been gone for an hour.
I'm here. I know where I need to go. Please just help me get out of here now.
Oh, okay. We'll do what we can on our end. Meet us in front of the elevator in replication testing. We'll lift the lockdown from inside the security room.
というわけで、この施設から出ようと思うんだけど、その前にジョンに挨拶しておくのだ。
Ah, we're going with quiet suffering. I didn't think you were the type.
I'm sorry. This was all my fault.
There was an offer on the table to fuck over our employer. And if I recall, I accepted said offer without putting up too much of a fight.
That was shitty of me. I knew what I had to say to lead you on.
No one could ever force me to do anything I didn't want to do in the first place. So don't flatter yourself. Besides, I can't remember the last time I enjoyed myself at work this much. Thanks for that.
What'll happen to you now? They won't just let all of this slide.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Whatever it is, I'll be sure to meet it with a grin. Don't you worry about that.
Are you feeling better?
Ray patched me up, so I'll be just fine. But it looks like the two of you have some patching up your own to attend to. Be gentle, Annie. She cares for you. Good luck, D-Class. Go find what needs finding.
やっぱりジョンはいいやつなのだ。
怪我までしたのに自分の責任って言えるのはかっこいいな。
それじゃあ行くのはこっちなんだけど、ついでに赤バケツの状態でも見ておきますかなのだ。
ここから伸びてるのはそのままのようだね。
でも襲ってくるわけじゃないのだ。ちなみに見づらいけどここに634がいるのだ。
あら、無事だったのか。
まあこのままだといずれ死にそうだけどなのだ。それとあとは浴槽とも話しておくのだ。
The sound of that alarm echoing through these hallways. Music to my ears. Beautiful work, Annie. Just beautiful.
Now that you got that out of your system, what matters is that you're still in one piece.
If I could have seen his face while he was being dragged under that evac chopper. Oh, ouch. Pick me up, because I'm beginning to drip. What are you doing here, anyways? Don't you have your family history to unpack?
If you're having her be your little errand girl, the least you could do is reveal the reason behind your ill will.
Don't you dare, you miserable.
No! You've done enough yapping for the night! Besides, don't forget that both of us were affected! It's not only you here, you know!
There's no way there's only one fucking sword.
Annie, I apologize for losing my temper. I don't like to use my big voice often.
It's okay. Don't sweat it. I'm all ears.
It was a while back, before your time at the Replication Division, on a night not unlike this one. The director was still a mid-level technician at the time, and we were quite close, actually, the three of us. We'd schmooze over this and that, the daily running of the facility, and our common love of the arts. He was a kinder man back then, or at least he seemed that way.
Didn't fool me.
Save that for someone else. You'd be all bubbly whenever he was around. So, one night he storms in here, aggravated beyond belief, eyes bulging, veins popping out, a whole hog. Apparently the director at the time berated him for some maintenance error.
Go figure.
He didn't take it all too well. And to add insult to this grave injury, a colleague made fun of him in front of the whole staff because of it. So he barges in, skips the usual hellos, and instead proceeds to unzip his trousers.
His what?
His trousers. Somewhere in between the berating and the mockery, he apparently decided that the best course of action would be to relieve himself all over us.
Huh?
If you're confused, imagine our reaction at the time. We don't get confused for our filthy ceramic cousin as often as you might think.
But why?
After he finished, he just scurried off. Didn't even have the common courtesy to utter a word. You know, after urinating on someone, the least you could do is say sorry. Anyway, we found out the next day that he'd framed a colleague who made fun of him for this little mishap. Used it as a little bargaining chip for climbing up the corporate ladder to a promotion. Management just loves a tattletale. So in a way, that night was the stepping stone toward him becoming the man he is today. One could almost say he peed his way to the top.
Did you try telling someone what he did?
Oh, I wanted to, but someone wasn't willing to share anything about that incident.
Can you even imagine how humiliating it was for us? There's no greater sign of disrespect than that for a bathtub. You don't know how long the feeling stays, even after the smell dissipates. For a long fucking time.
You said us? I haven't heard you say that for the longest time. Makes me feel all warm.
That's probably the piss talking. Get your head out of your ass. There, you know everything. Happy now? Get out of here and leave me be.
Oh, come on. We can't leave it on such a sour note.
Yeah, whatever. Take care out there and don't get blown to smithereens. Happy?
Good luck, Annie. Until we meet next time.
I hope there'll be one.
Oh, there will be. Be sure of that.
ジャーナーなのだ。
しかし現場調整官と浴槽が以前に面識があったとはね。
小便して昇進するとか一生ネタにできそうなのだ。
ある意味汚点だよな。
二つの意味で汚いのだ。
お、うまいじゃん。
Did you find what you were looking for?
I can't talk about it.
And I've gotten used to that.
It's things from my past. Ray, my family. I can't talk about it because I haven't made sense of it for myself yet. But this place, the house, the little girl, they chose me for a reason. A reason they've decided to keep from me for as long as I can remember. I've had this feeling like there's this piece of me that was ripped out somehow. And no matter what I did, where I'd go, I could never shake it off. I can't explain it. But I just know, I know that this will help me put it back together. And I know I haven't earned the right to ask for your trust. but I'm asking nonetheless.
So, what comes next?
I've got no idea. But if there's a chance my father has anything to do with this, I have to try and find him. At least now I know where to look.
It's a leap of faith. Sometimes you need to take it to see what will still be there once you climb back up.
And will there be someone there?
I'm thinking about it. I managed to wipe the security footage. You've got enough of a head start before they even notice you're gone. As far as they're concerned, none of us were involved. But I don't think they'll be too concerned with the skeleton crew that was left behind anyway. I guess this is it, huh?
I guess so.
Then a parting gift is in order. Consider this the final step of your safety rebrief. I hope you won't have to use it. And, wherever you're headed, you're not gonna get far on those bony legs of yours. Take the car instead.
Thank you. For all of it. It means everything to me. Knowing I have something, someone, to come back for.
We'll figure it all out then. Just come back in one piece first.
I will.
Give him hell, Annie.
別にぶちのめすつもりはなかったんだけどなのだ。
レイって結構物騒か？
あいつが主人公でも面白そうなのだ。そうそう、ここにワンコがいるんだよねなのだ。
あら、生きてたんだ。
まあ同じ個体じゃないけどなのだ。
マジか、聞きたくないことを聞いちゃったな。
Putting that thing to good use already.
お、喜んでる。
連れて行けないけど、お前は元気に生きるんだぞなのだ。じゃあレイ、ワンコをよろしくなのだ。
仕方ないとは思うけど、無責任だな。
レイならアニーが言えばやってくれそうだけどなのだ。
それは弱みにつけ込んでるのと変わらないんだが、てかいつか嫌われるぞ。
さすがに嫌われるのは困るのだ。
お、そこが開くんだ。
さてと、ようやく外に出れたのだ。
ずっと施設内にいたからなかなか新鮮だね。
もちろん目指すのは家だけど、さっきまで見た情報からその前に電波塔に行く必要があるのだ。
その前にトンネルを通るんでしょ。
気づいたのだ。さっきホワイトボードで見た情報は家までの道のりのことだったのだ。
あんなこと言われたらさすがにわかるかな。
それじゃあしばらくは夜のドライブを楽しむのだ。
Alright, we're listening to KW101. Now, we might be local, but we're going national, baby. Alright, it's time to get serious for a moment, folks. Wherever you're tuning in from, we hope you're safe. First and foremost, a region-wide evacuation is still underway due to severe landslides. But you're in good hands, everybody, okay? Trust the experts, and we'll all pull through. Things are looking grim, so let's turn to that one thing that always dispels the blues. Music. Well, unless you play some blues, that is. The lines are now open, and we're live for your musical tastes. Hello, caller, you there? Yeah, tell us your name and your request.
Yes, hello, this is me, Bill, here from around the corner. Yeah, I gotta say, landslides, is that the best they could come up with? Come on! We know what they're doing up in them warehouses, and it ain't no landslides, Buddy Rowe.
All right, sir, please, for the third time, this is the segment of the show where we take song requests, and that's it.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Request time. Well, how about you play the song The Government Screws Us Over? You got that one? It's a humdinger, pal.
Could you please just, get him off the air now?
Hey, they will not...
鹿なのだ。鹿がぬんと現れたのだ。
なんかまずくない？
まああれはフランクこと SCPR-6448 鹿ではないなのだ。
いや、鹿じゃん。
まあどう見ても鹿なのだ。
You done, Frank?
Shucks, Annie. Had to make sure it was you. Only weirdos left roaming these roads tonight.
Just yanking your chain, buddy. That is. No more chains for you anymore. The great outdoors look good on you. Is it all you ever dreamt of?
Are you kidding me? You people get to walk anywhere you want, eat whatever you want, stalk whomever you want to. This is the life.
Enjoy it. It'll last. They had no right keeping you locked up in there.
There wouldn't be anything to enjoy if it weren't for you.
I have no idea what you're referring to, my dear.
So that's the game we're playing? Fine, I'll play along. Hey, what are you doing here anyway? I doubt they introduced driving brakes in the 6 hours I've been away. Oh, no. Tell me they didn't figure out you were in cahoots with me.
Let's just say I put in my resignation letter voluntarily.
Oh, you did? Oh, fantastic! Now, we're both rid of them. Knowing you must have stuck it to them real good. I just hope you didn't try to make a bigger splash than me.
Oh, no, Frank. There's room for only one star of the show this evening, and that's you.
So, what's next for you, kiddo? I tried hooking up with a herd of deer, but they didn't want me around. It's probably the guts falling out that chased them off.
I'm heading out to find my father, who's been missing for years.
Whoa, that sounds heavy. Yeah, families are tough, from what I've heard, at least. Can't say I've had the chance to experience it firsthand from inside a cage. I mean, heck, you're the closest thing to a family member I've got. Well, seeing as I owe you more than one, it's high time I return the courtesy. Call me superstitious, but my antlers have been buzzing non-stop for the past hour.
I don't speak not, dear. What does that mean?
Trouble on the way.
I figure the hills are already crawling with MTF. Only now they've got 2 reasons to be out and about.
If those replication division goons come knocking, you'll want my help.
And if it's anything else?
Then you'll need it.
You just take care of yourself out there. Don't go getting caught in some headlights now. Now that you're free, it can happen, you know?
Oh, ha ha ha. Make fun of the deer, why don't you?
Happy for you, buddy.
Until we meet again, my friend.
Always a pleasure, Frank.
めっちゃフレンドリーだったのね。
浴槽やフランクと仲良くできるアニーの人徳が伺えた瞬間だったのだ。さて、引き続きドライブを楽しんでほしいのだ。
Fasten your seatbelts even tighter, because it's time to get your spooks on. That's right, a brand new edition of Tales from the Nether is coming right up. Take it away.
I was but a young man when I set forth on this perilous path. The horrors that were unveiled before my eyes have furrowed my face and carved my mind. Now, I have become the path that I set upon a lifetime ago. Garagath. That is its name. Garagath. I ventured on this quest to slay the beast. My thirst for glory would be quenched by its blood. My unyielding hunger for power would be vanquished upon feasting on its flesh. And that incessant clamor in the back of my mind, which has followed me throughout my days, would be reduced to a whisper. And now, the beast was finally within my reach. As I drew ever closer to its lair, the distant echo of warnings to weary travelers and warriors alike rose to a scream. The rancid stench of death lingers amongst the sycamores. Severed heads hang from branches like fruit of decay. Festering within,
Run, it's not safe.
危ないってどういうこと？
とりあえずトンネルには来れたのだ。
あら、パトカーが。
You've got to be kidding me.
警察だ、隠れろなのだ。
Hands on the wheel, descend into position. Eyes in front of you at all times.
なんで隠れたんだ？
静かにするのだ。
License and registration, please.
Can I see some identification?
I'm afraid I can't do that, madam. I'm going to have to ask you again, nicely. Please hand over your license and registration.
How about I shove them up your ass instead?
My. Such wanton insubordination. I realize you are under considerable amounts of stress at the moment, but I'd like to state that I am calmly approaching this situation. You are under no duress.
I'll give you some duress if you keep this up. No, I don't.
Well, if that is the case, I can only deduce that this opposition in the face of authority stems from a character forged in a lonely and meager existence. And you are all alone. Are you not, Annie?
Get off my fucking case! How do you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. Our rendezvous has been in the cards for a long time. Each turn you took has led you to this exact point, at this exact time. And here we are now. Fate collides with your resolve. You would love nothing more than to reach for that gun Ray was kind enough to provide you with. If only you could use it to unleash all that anger that's been brewing inside of you. But what is anger, if not an extension of guilt? Guilt that's been clawing at your throat ever since the day you were born. Or rather, because of it. Tell me, Annie, how does it feel to have killed your own mother? She died, giving birth to you, just so you could squander your life away, didn't she? Do you think she'd do the same now, knowing what an immeasurable screw-up you turned out to be?
I'm trying the best I can. Fuck off!
And your poor father, having to stomach the sight of you every day after you butchered the love of his life. You cling to Daddy in your image of him, but know that he abandoned you for being the abominable disgrace you are.
Daddy. I'm sorry. I'm a murderer. I killed her. No, I didn't.
Oh, at least you have your friends, right? You know, the two basement rats, both of whom you used tonight to facilitate this little road trip of yours. My, how lucky they are to have you. But that seems like a pattern of yours. You suck, and you suck the life out of anyone crazy enough to come close to you until you get enough to keep you going.
I deserve to suffer.
Here's the truth, Annie. No one wants you on this earth. And your excursion this night is merely the final nail in the coffin that is your useless and regrettable life. Feel the barrel of the gun. Feel just how short it is. All it takes is for a single bullet to cross that distance, ending all your worries with it. Come on now, take the leap. Embrace it. You're so close to salvation.
うわ、マジか。耐えるんだ、兄。よし、よくやったのだ。撃たれた？てか本物の警察じゃなかったから隠れなくてもよかったのだ。
そもそも隠れる必要がないんだが、しかし事故っちゃったな。
すぐに目を覚ましたけどなのだ。
いや、どこだここは？
変な空間に来ちゃったのだ。
あら、女の子だよ。もしかして、屋根裏で見たこと同じ？
顔が見えないから何とも言えないのだ。
Hey, don't be afraid. It's okay. Are you alright?
またパトカーじゃん。
女の子は消えちゃったのだ。
あ、
フランクが体を張って助けてくれたのだ。まさかこんなに早く助けられるとはなのだ。
本当にアニーは好かれてたんだね。
フランクが無事だといいけどなのだ。じゃあ僕らは逃げますかなのだ。
あら、沈んじゃった。
さて、ここからはあのパトカーを避けながら進むのだ。
結局まだ逃げ切れてはないってことか。
ちなみに奴は SCP-R973 スモーキーなのだ。
あいつもレプリカだったんだ。
特に収容してた部屋は見てないけど、あいつも施設にいて逃げ出したんだろうねなのだ。
迷惑な話だよな。
まったく変な奴らに襲われてばっかりなのだ。
まあ赤バケツの被害は 100% アニーのせいだけどな。
どうにか現場調整官の仕業にできないのだ。
絶対無理でしょ。むしろ向こうがもみ消す側なのよ。
クソ、職権乱用なのだ。
人に罪をなすりつけようとしてたのに、どの口が言ってるんだ。
さてと、今の場所を抜ければ1段階はクリアなのだ。おっと、パトカーがついてきてるのだ。
マジで？
普通に避けてれば勝手に落ちてくれるはずなんだけど、今回は珍しいのだ。体当たりされたのだ。
落ちちゃったじゃん。
アーレイなのだ。まあそこで途中セーブが入ったから問題ないけどなのだ。
すぐに戻ってきたな。
さて、今度は逆にスピードを落として気をつけながら進むのだ。
ずいぶん殺意が高い街路樹だね。
一体どんな恨みを持ったらこんなに攻撃的になるのだ。
車に突っ込まれまくったのかな。
マーテープが巻いてあるからその可能性はあるかもしれないのだ。
それにしても多すぎでしょ。
この地域、治安が悪いのかもしれないのだ。ここを越えればもう安全なのだ。あとは落ちないように気をつけるだけのドライブなのだ。
音は全然安全そうじゃないけど、もう安全なんだ。
マジで音だけなのだ。
デモ機が迫ってきてるか？
もしかしたらゆっくり走ったらダメなのかもしれないけど、直線だからわざわざゆっくり走る必要もないのだ。
まあ確かにね。あら、時間がゆっくりになった。
でも車の速度だけは変わらないのだ。
てか横から列車が走ってきてるね。
言われた通りに停車したのだ。
あ、前からパトカーじゃん。盛大に引かれていったな。
ざまあみろなのだ。
まあこれであのスモーキーに追われることもないかな。
じゃあ僕らは悠々とここを抜けるのだ。
お、現実に戻ってこれたね。
どうやらトンネルも抜けれたようなのだ。じゃあ次は電波塔までドライブなのだ。
Crushing blow. A lifetime of struggle and unbearable torment ended with one precise and final strike. Garagoth's lifeless vessel now lay before my feet. There would be no death, nor malice, nor misery, for the beast was no more. The blood on my battered face was still fresh when the screams came. The horrible shrieks of the men and women. The anguished cries of their children were no longer silenced by the beast's presence in my mind. Garagoth was no more, and I was awakened to my wretchedness. My body is broken, but it is a paragon of strength next to my shattered mind. Sleep. I need to sleep for millennia. If there are heavens above us, may they grant me rest. Whatever flame I was trying to extinguish when I set off on this journey, it has since spread to the rest of my soul like wildfire. A dark, shapeless void is now left in its stead. Both my body and my mind yearn for the respite that only eternal slumber can bring. I look to the cliffs in the distance and make my way towards them. Standing on the cliff's edge, I gaze at the horizon one last time. I close my eyes, and silence. What seems like ages of it. But this eternity of desolation is ended by an image. I see my mother. She cradles me. I am a child again, nestled safely in her gentle arms and shielded by her love. The screams have faded to silence, and the fever has long since passed. I am home. I am at peace. Forever.
せっかくだから最後までラジオを聞いてたのだ。そしてようやく電波塔に着いたのだ。
ここに家への手がかりがあるかもしれないのか。
でもここに着くとバグることがあるんだよねなのだ。言ったそばからバグったのだ。
うわ、外の景色が何も見えなくなってる。
こうなるとどうしようもないから最新のセーブデータをロードしてくるのだ。というわけで、再度戻ってきたのだ。
今度は大丈夫かな？
よかったのだ。大丈夫なのだ。
今度はちゃんと外が見えるね。
さて、これが電波塔なのだ。
これに登るのか。
ただ登る前に一旦このコンテナの中に入るのだ。
ここで調査をしてたのかな？
父さんがいたのかもしれないのだ。
Keep the light on till I get back.
Hi, Annie. I'm recording this message, although I hope that you never hear it. Because if you're listening, it means that you've become a part of all this, by your own will or someone else's. No matter how you got here, just know that there are things I tried to protect you from. Our family house lies hidden in front of you, even though I could never see it as our home. There was too much pain for us inside. That's why I tried to escape. But there was always something calling me back. Someone. I hoped it would just fade from my memory, but it would seem that only the house itself can fade away. That camera is the only thing that can bring it back for some reason. But the camera alone is not enough. The materials you found here will help you with the rest. I realize now that it wasn't my place to shelter you from it all. I hope that one day you'll understand the lengths a parent will go to protect what is most precious. That's why I've returned here. I don't know what lies before me, but what I do know is this. If you're listening, it means that I didn't get to tell you this myself. So, if you're going in, and at this point it seems like you are, make sure to get out of there as soon as you can. It looks like I couldn't. Love, Dad.
出られなかった？
家から出られなかったようなのだ。
つまりまだ家にいるってこと？
まあ今の話を信じるならなのだ。さてと、このボタンを押せば電波塔に登れるようになるのだ。
なんだ、そもそもまだ登れなかったのね。
はしごの蓋が閉まってたのだ。絶対蓋の開く方向は逆だろうけど、まあ登りますかなのだ。
だいぶ長そうだな。
しばらく暇だから周りの景色でも見るのだ。
景色って言っても、ほぼ霧じゃん。
ここはサイレントヒルかよなのだ。
サイレントヒルって言っても騙せそうだな。
下を見るとこんな感じなのだ。
高所恐怖症の人にはきつい視点かもね。 でもなんだかんだで結構登ってきたな。
おそらくそろそろ目的地に着くのだ。
あ、ここまでなんだね。
これで到着なのだ。ってことでここから撮影すれば家が現れるんだけど、ここでもいつも通り謎解きが必要なのだ。って言ってもさっき拾った絵の通りに機器を操作するだけだけどなのだ。
あ、コンテナの中で拾ってたやつね。
じゃあパパッと合わせるのだ。これで完了なのだ。
ずいぶん簡単なんだな。
これを解けなかった財団のやつらは無能だろなのだ。ってことでこれで家が現れたのだ。
唐突に死んだ。
大事故なのだ。
いや、あれで生きてるのか。
普通なら即死だろうになのだ。
あ、でもビデオカメラは壊れちゃったんだ。もしかして身代わりになってくれた？
結構気に入ってたのになのだ。まあとりあえず家まで向かいますかなのだ。ここのゲートは電波塔の一部が落ちたことで進めるようになったのだ。
開く手間が省けたじゃん。
そうそう、気づいてたと思うけど、あのビデオカメラも SCP オブジェクトなのだ。
あら、今女の子がいたよ。
この先にサーカスでもあるのだ。
確かに足もリベールを思い出したけども、あるのは家ってわかってるから。しかし結局あの少女は誰なんだろうね。
ほんと、誰なんだろうねなのだ。まあ家に行けばわかるんじゃないのだ。
そうだといいけど。
ちょっと話が脱線したけど、ビデオカメラの話に戻るのだ。番号は9174。赤バケツと同様にレプリカじゃなくてオリジナルなのだ。
ビデオカメラはレプリカじゃなかったんだ。ってことはもう使えないじゃん。
どうにか修理して使えるようにできないかなのだ。
核となる部分が無事なら直せるのかな？どうしたんだ？
何か現れたのだ。
なんだろうね。
おっと、固まったけど大丈夫なのだ。
問題ないかな？てかこれってハーベスターかな？
こんな時間に仕事なのだ。
まあ農業って朝早いイメージはあるよね。
いってらっしゃいなのだ。
あれ、暗くなってきたか？
ここまで暗いとライトが欲しいのだ。明るくなってきたのだ。
朝になったんだ。でもそうなると夜通し移動してたってこと？
アニーもお疲れ様なのだ。さて、そこの階段は登れないようだからぐるっと回って家に入るのだ。
うわ、かなりの黒だね。
レプリカの方の家とは全然違うのだ。
レプリカは外の道までは再現できなかったのか。
想像してたよりもだいぶ自然に溢れた場所なのだ。さて、ようやく家に着いたのだ。
さすがに家はレプリカと一緒だな。
それじゃあお邪魔するのだ。
あら、鍵がかかってるんだ。
仕方ない。今回も地下から入るのだ。
毎回空き巣みたいなことをしてるな。
空き巣の素質ならあるのかもしれないのだ。さて、ここからは家の中を探索するわけだけど、今回はここまでにしておくのだ。
ではでは、今動画が気に入ってくれましたらチャンネル登録と高評価をしてくれたら嬉しいです。
次回も見てくれたら嬉しいのだ。それでは、バイバイなのだ。
閉じ込めてシャイニングスターつづれば夢に眠る幻が手のひらに降り注ぐ新たな世界へ I'll be go my way 成長果てしない道の向こうでまぶたの裏に映るひとしずくの光ときめきを感じ